Alright, I am live. Perfect timing. Welcome back, everybody. I am Dirk the Red Panda, and this is the Sweet 16 of the Best Boy Bracket. Well, we're back again, and I'm going to change the stream and go to my new live stream as I quickly change windows. We have 1 minute before the bracket is open once again. This time, we only have 16 candidates. And the link to the poll has been posted, so y'all are ready when this all breaks loose. 1 minute until the poll opens, and we will let the chaos begin. We are now down to our 16 remaining best boys and 8 matches for this round. So a lot of tough not snubs, a lot of tough cuts were made in the last round, at least in my opinion. It was tough to see some of them go, and it was also just interesting to see some of our underdogs fighting for their spots. And with it being 1 o'clock now, the poll has been opened. The link is now valid. We have 8 matchups, and I will preview them in this window. I'm scrolling all the way down to the round of 16, Sweet 16. You can access this sheet in the description. I have a link to this. And so, just double checking that link is all handy dandy. Perfect. Alright, the Sweet 16 has been linked. Yes, it is time for the best boyos. So, let's give a preview to our first match in Region 1. Our first match in Region 1 in the left-hand corner, our #1 overall seed of the bracket, the Chemian son of the Pharaoh. Our representative of Chemia, the man of quite good politics and words. It is Neferu, and he is going off against a sweet password boy, another man of innuendos, but also a great gardener. It is Dean. The Pharaoh and Dean. That one's going to be an interesting matchup in that they both have that kind of elusive personality to them. Even though Dean can be a bit more soft with it, and he's trying to make sure he does his boundaries. The Pharaoh maybe not as much, but still knows when is enough. But these are going to be 2 interesting boyos to face off against each other. And in the right-hand side of Region 1, in the left-hand corner from Socially Awkward, the MC of great awkwardness and some interesting clumsiness and quite the imagination, it is Jace. And he is going off against the Sheriff of Echo from 1915. The man from Pueblo, it is William. Who's from the smoke room. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. But yeah, that one's also going to be interesting. Jace and William. A more stoic man versus a more naive and social character. I'm making all the socially awkward puns I want today. But yeah, we already have 2 hard choices. And this is only 1/4 of the bracket. We are only down to 4 regions. So yeah, this is going to determine who makes the Elite 8 and has the chance to make the Final 4. So we are in the big rounds now. These are the big boy rounds. Let's go down to preview Region 4. The winner of Region 1 will face the winner of Region 4 in the Final 4. So, in the left-hand corner of Region 4, the 5th seed, the intimidating warrior of Avalon, the butcher himself, it is Volgor. And he will be going off against the slick, bike-riding man, the man of quite slick skills and just being such a cool man in general. From Socially Awkward, it is Tom. Yeah, Tom and Volgor. That one's another tough match for me. I like both of them a lot. Each in their own ways, which makes it even tougher then to kind of compare apples to oranges. At least for my opinion, and everybody has their opinions on these characters individually, so vote in the polls if you have an opinion. But the winner of their match will face the winner of this match on the right-hand side. In the left-hand corner from extracurricular activities, the tennis savant of Cresthaven University. It is Spencer. He is going off against the guardian tiger of Yao's temple. From Nekajishi, it is Lin Hu. Yep. Another tough one. Spencer and Lin Hu, both characters I've gotten to know and love. Like, all four of these characters, it's like, they can swing either way, in my opinion. I am gonna have a tough time voting for these. So we got another tough matchup. Like, all these matchups are tough. This is what happens when you only get down to 16. But, yep, that is Region 4. Winner of Region 1 will face the winner of Region 4. In the Final Four. Let's go down to the east side of the bracket, and by down I mean up and into the right-hand corner. In Region 3, a nearly perfect seeding, but we have one upset to start out our region. In the 30th seed, from Kibo Coliseum, our brave warrior type, it is Volga. And he is going off against a softer but more charismatic and very protective hyena in a sense that he wants his friends to live. The Vault Master himself. It is Dave. Yep, Volga and Dave. That was also a reason why I was a bit nervous when Volga won. I'm gonna be confusing their names again this round. Volga and Dave. Interesting matchup. I have my opinion on who I think is going to move on, but I still think that the other person's going to really give a run for their money. Like, both of them are very well liked, at least as we've seen in our last polls. But the winner of their match will face the winner of the other match in the right-hand side of Region 3, in the left-hand corner. From Nekajishi, the leopard with a smaller temple, but one that is quite noble. It is the clouded leopard, it is Likalau. And he is going off against our wolf who owns the gym in Socially Awkward. Our well-fit and buff Woofo. He also has a sibling that also knows Jace well too, kind of like how Tom also has a brother that is friends with Jace. Everybody seems to know Jace in one way or another, but Jace is just always lost for words when it comes to this wolf. From Socially Awkward, it is Macon. Another tough match. Like, wow. Macon and Likalau. Once again, this one I also have my opinion on who I think should move on or who I would choose. But I totally understand whichever way it's going to swing. Both tough contenders. We got some interesting contenders in Region 3. And the winner, yeah, in the top 4 sections, which sections will face which? Well, now they're regions, but that's still a very good question, Senri. The winner of Region 1 will face the winner of Region 4, which is why I did those two first. So those first two regions, they will meet face-to-face in the Final Four. Meanwhile, the winner of Region 3 will face off against the winner of our final region, Region number 2. Here we go, we travel down to our final region of the bracket. Region number 2, our final matches. We start with the penultimate matchup of the Sweet 16. In the left-hand corner, from Password, a close friend to our MC, and one who can be quite rough around the edges, but be very helpful and protective once you get to know him. It is Tyson. He is going off against one of our main characters from Chemia. He is an ambassador and advisor in a sense for the Adastrian Empire. Going to travel to Chemia and want to be knowledgeable of both kingdoms and hoping to expand our intergalactic relations. It is Scipio. Tyson and Scipio. It's such a tough one. This one, it's like, my heart's gonna be like really fighting for them because I love both of them so much in their own respective rights. Why is everything so tough? Yeah, because seeding tries to give the higher seeds an easier time. Yeah, typically that's kind of the perk of being the 1 seed. It's typically the highest seed goes up against the lowest seed unless there's like some sort of upset and something odd happens. But yeah, that's kind of the perk of, when we ranked them and gave them the proper seedings. But yeah, it's kind of like March Madness in general, basically. Where we have our regions and, our sections, our regions, and then the Final Four and all that. But let's continue on to our final matchup of the Sweet 16. The winner of Tyson and Scipio will face the winner of this match. Starting in the left-hand corner, our 18th seed, the upset of this region. From After Class, a man that may not have the best of living situations, but has the best home in our hearts. It is Lars, and he is going off against the Warrior of Avalon, the Chief to Be, next in line. A man of charismatic quality, but also one to make sure his friends are in check. It is Rannoch. So that one's interesting too, Lars and Rannoch. But this one, I have a definite choice in my head, but I definitely feel like both can give a run for each other's money. But yes, these are the 8 matchups that remain in this round. Or well, the 8 matchups all 8 matchups for this round. And these are the 16 candidates that remain in the bracket. But yeah, this is a parody of March Madness. Speaking of which, I have to update the family bracket, which mine is tanking absolutely horribly. It is a dumpster fire this year. And so it makes it all the harder for me to update because I cry every time I look at it. No, I kid, but it feels like that internally. Exactly, Billy Bob Joe. The bracket spreadsheet is in the description of this video. So if you go down to the description and it says brackets, you can go to the best boy category link and click that for either best boy or best girl. I also have the best girl poll link because I just started that 10 or so minutes ago, 15 now. But yeah, nonetheless, both brackets are up and running again. The best girl bracket has 4 days to vote because the Final Four and the final matches have 4 days for voting. But the matches before that, such as the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, only get 3, like all our previous rounds. So yeah, this is going to be the exciting part of the bracket. We're going to see some really tough matches, in my opinion. At this point, with some of our upsets that happened, I honestly think we have a lot of the floodgates opening for potential Cinderella stories. At least that's what I can see. But nonetheless, I'm rooting on my favorite best boys internally. Ones that I will not spoil for you. I'm going to quickly check on how many responses. 21 for our best girl and 23 for our best boy so far. Maybe it's good that our best boy is getting more responses at the moment because that one's shorter. More urgency to vote, but yeah. 24 now. Either way, I'm going to vote on these afterwards and post them on Twitter and post the links to the polls in the Discord. You can also follow the matchups, the brackets, and all that in my Discord. The link is in the description. And we are not talking about that. This isn't March Madness. We don't do commercials here. But yeah, my Discord will have the links to the brackets, their matchups, and all that good stuff, and this promo art. So you can get your own to download or do whatever with, just to idolize, I don't know, put it on the wall or something. Who knows? But yeah, Honestly, I do not have much more I gotta say here. I gotta put this stuff on Twitter and then just head on with my day. Maybe play a visual novel later tonight after I update the March Madness brackets. Maybe I'll update them today and play tomorrow. Who knows? I'm doing fine. I got my Pfizer yesterday. Forgot to mention that yesterday, which is why I kind of was a bit quick with yesterday's results. I was kind of feeling tired. But yeah, luckily I got a good amount of sleep today, and just a sore arm right now. That's it. More sore than yesterday, but it's fine. I think it's gonna get better. But as always, before we go, I want to give a special thanks to my patrons. These are the people that help me with kind of doing what I love and just being able to, you know, do this as a passion and just eventually be able to afford, you know, better things to improve the channel and, you know, improve the overall quality of videos and stuff. Alright, so I want to first thank my fellow dorks. This is the $3 and above tier, or yeah, this is the $3 tier. Here we go. I want to thank North Grizz, Andrew Corona, Nick Tanner, Type A Roth, Norbert Dudzik, Sion, Mogrim Wolfram, and White Tiger. And once again, a very, 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 very special thanks to my exclusive dorks. This is the $10 and above tier, Fire Knight 2008. So those are all my patrons. I'm going back to the regular window. And yes, may the best candidates win and move on to the next round. 3 days to vote. I will be coming back on Monday at around 1 o'clock Pacific Daylight Time to present the results. So about 3 days from now, around the same exact time, I will be here again live, announcing these 8 matchups. So that's all I got for this video. Once again, another short video because it's just opening the polls. But nonetheless, we are going to move on and wish the best. I'll be posting this stuff on Twitter and the polls in Discord, so all that will be there for you to go wild and stuff if you did not catch the live stream. So, with all of that out of the way, I want to thank you all again so much for watching, and until next time, take care, guys.